The first step for balancing equation, okay, is best if we start with the metallic elements if they are present. If there are no metallic elements inside this equation, then we should actually start with the non-metallic elements, which are not hydrogen or oxygen. Okay.
Does that mean I should always balance hydrogen and oxygen the last?
Yes, right. They tend to be present in large numbers from many different compounds, so it will be difficult to try to balance the equation by looking at hydrogen and oxygen first. So in fact, if you balance the other elements correctly, right, the numbers of hydrogen and oxygen usually would automatically be balanced at the end. Looking at this equation, if we apply step 1 to the chemical equation that you see in front here, we should look at N first and not H.
Okay, so since there are 2 atoms of nitrogen on the left-hand side, I should put 2 in front of NH3 to make the number of nitrogen atoms equal.
Yes. And for step 2, if the number that you have written affects the number of atoms for all the other elements, then you need to balance those other elements as well.
Okay, so since 2 that I've written over here affects the number of hydrogen atoms, since there are now 6 on the right, but only 2 on the left, I should balance the number of hydrogen atoms by putting 3 in front.
What about this one?
So I should balance the metallic elements first. So that would be aluminium. And there are 2 atoms of aluminium on the right. I should put 2 in front on the left. And for iron, there are 2 atoms on the left, so I should put 2 in front on the right. And as for the oxygen, we should always balance the last. There are 3 on the left and already 3 on the right. So the whole equation is balanced.
Let's try another equation.
So the number of atoms for manganese is already the same. For chlorine, there are 4 on the right, because there are 2 here and 2 here. And I should put 4 in front of hydrogen chloride to balance the number of chlorine atoms. And this affects the number of hydrogen, since now there are 4 on the left. So to balance this out, I should put 2 on the right, so there are now 4 atoms of hydrogen. And for the final element, which is oxygen, it is already balanced since there are 2 on the right and also 2 on the left.